Hello, everyone. This is High Priestess Jamila. Man, you know what? I was supposed to be doing this live while I was putting up my tree, but I've got to get new lights, so I'm waiting on those to get here. So, how y'all doing today? I meant to do this show probably. I don't know. I don't know if it was scheduled for today or if I'm right on time with this, but I noticed that there were quite a few people that were um, a little upset about that that customer review that I put up for a client. Now, most of the world, if they are very unlucky or under demonic possession of some kind, I'm just telling y'all, it's. I've been sitting back since I was a baby, just observing people putting curses on themselves and then putting curses on other people, and people basically doing and performing their own self-fulfilling prophecies. I've been sitting around since I was a kid. This was one of the ways by which I knew I was a witch when I was a kid. Hey Z, yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A majority of the world, especially around the holidays, especially around now, are possessed, under possession of very bad spirits as well. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this thing called free will. Let's talk about it because I know a lot of people were upset about that review that I put up. I saw the thumbs down, trust me. Okay. Yeah, I saw it. And those people are possessed, under possession by interdimensional demons that hate us and are jealous of us. Now, do I believe that you should put a married man in bondage? Maybe not. It may not be as strong because he's entered into a covenant with someone else. Do I feel that you should put some strange person online that you don't know and never met in love bondage? Nah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But if it's somebody that you love, and especially if this is the reason why you shouldn't be scared or afraid from putting someone in love bondage that you love. It is because look at the alternative. Look at what else is out there that they can be in bondage from. Everybody is using witchcraft, including the bad people that mean you harm, bad people that are bored, bad people that have no purpose, bad people that don't know their purpose, bad people that just hate. They're filled with hate. They're filled with demons. They were not able to beat their demons. And so, what does a person like that want to do? They want to see other people with them. Miserable people love company. They don't want to be alone in their misery. They don't want to accept that they're under demonic possession. Okay. They don't want to accept that because they can't. That's the whole point of having a hex or a curse on you or demonic possession, is that you don't know about it. If you are blessed enough to know something is up, then that means that you got lucky. Okay. Look at the alternative. When you look at, especially with that review, when you look at males, Males can be under possession or under domination by other men. That is a fact. That is what it meant in the Bible when it said that men will become lovers of men. It was prophesizing all of this that we're seeing. And what are we seeing? We are seeing males pulling other males into darkness, sickness, and misery and death and destruction. We're seeing women do the same exact thing. Women are doing it too. If they're miserable, they want to see other people miserable with them. If they've given up on life, they want to see other people give up on life with them. It's a fact. Most people are projecting. The reason why they project is because they are very, very oppressed by demons. Okay. There is no denying of demons and negative spirits. You cannot deny it. But we see possessed people who have no control over themselves being under possession by negativity. So, as a person internally, I would rather a man take me under his bondage, especially if he loves me, if he's going to nurture me, if he's going to, give me everything that I want, keep me safe, keep me warm. I would rather be under that bondage than out in the streets. Same difference when it comes to men. Okay. Men, when it comes to your men, think about it. Think about the men in this world. Think about what other stupid stuff they could be under bondage with. They got men that's laughing and ha ha he he. Yeah, I'm having fun. They're not having fun. They're just acting. Ha ha he he. I'm having sex with all these women and I'm having fun. Yeah, you're an idiot. You're a fool. I'm out here doing the damn thing. But what a lot of those men are hiding is a herpes or HPV breakout on their Johnson. And they in pain. They in pain. And especially when you can always tell when one of them have there's there's a difference between getting a common cold sore on your lip and having some stuff breaking out on your Johnson and up your butt. See, there's a difference between the two. Okay. Okay. It is. You got something like that showing up on your most sensitive area in your body. And you're gonna hate life. That's a very, very painful thing to go through. And so when you look at the probability of the road that some people can take, they can take the road of pain, suffering, and suffering in death. See, it's very unnatural for people to suffer and die. Okay. You got to think there's a lot of people that die of natural causes. They just die and they sleep, but they didn't suffer. But you got people, dying of AIDS. Why do you think that they did that? A lot of times when you see people doing stupid stuff, you always ask yourself, why? Why are they doing that? That don't make no sense. They headed for self-destruction. It is because they are in bondage. They are in bondage of something that is more powerful or overtaking them, which means that how is it going to end up? Fate can sometimes have 2 or 3 different directions. Oh man, yeah, I'm over here having fun. I done screwed this person and screwed that person, and it's all gravy, baby. And it ain't all gravy because they have a green pus coming out of their vaginas and stuff. They got green pus and pustules and all kind of stuff, and they're in a lot of pain. They're in a lot of pain. And I've seen those type of people try to drag other people into that. So this is the reason why it is a very good idea to tie up his nature, because he been done bought that stuff back to you. And when you see somebody that's just all flailing all over the place and all that stuff, they're under possession. If you are smart and then you also care about somebody, you're going to put them under your love bondage, because look at the alternative. Look at the alternative. A lot of those people that have those painful afflictions, and it ain't even just STDs. It can be mental stuff. It can be physical stuff. It can be financial stuff. You know, and if you think about and consider the alternative of where a person can go, and then they'll go and they'll do stuff and they'll stray, and then they'll wake up and they got pus coming out of their eyes and ears and their butt and everywhere else. And they'll be like, how the hell did I get here? It happens all the time. That's just like some people can be under demonic possession and wake up in jail. What the fuck did I do? It happens all the time. Okay. I done told y'all about that damn demonic bitch that keeps moving in and out with the titty in the middle. I keep talking to y'all about that goddamn interdimensional demon. She only looks like a woman because she's got a titty in the middle. She got one titty in the middle. And it ain't even a titty because it don't do nothing. It's just a titty in the middle. And it's an interdimensional bitch. This, I believe, is the Jezebel spirit. That's why a lot of men are obsessed with titties being real close together that look just like, you know, if you go and look at big natural titties, them titties be spread apart. They don't be all close together like that. Why everybody all obsessed with their titties? You know, they damn near getting ready to create one big titty on the chest. It's a lot of shit going on. I'm telling you, that explains body image problems and sexual problems. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm trying to get to the damn chat. Hold on, y'all. Oh my goddess. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, so okay, I'm back. So, you know, and here's the thing about it is that people be trying to act like they forced to be in that shit. You ain't forced to be in that shit. That's where your free will comes in. But see, since a lot of people are brainwashed, that's why I'm very careful about who I talk on the phone to. Okay, using that 4G and 5G technology sometimes that, you know, in fact, I prefer VoIP, voice over internet protocol. So somebody could easily be placed under possession just by the phone. How do y'all think that I'm able to talk to so many people who get readings that have the same issue? Hold on, y'all, be right back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got some important stuff I'm dealing with. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. So, the reason why I'm able to talk to so many people, first of all, whenever I do a reading for somebody, I have either a white candle going, a black candle going, a tea light, something, I have that going, or either some smoke or either both, and just, and when you get somebody that's really, really demonically possessed, and then the next thing you done went out and next thing you know, you at some kind of weird sex party or you doing drugs or. So sometimes it's good to be in a love bondage because a lot of people, it'll save your damn life. And a lot of people just want to be happening. My uncle used to say that. They just want to be happening. He used to say that all the time. It's the truth. It's a lot of people, they just want to be happening. Like, yeah, I got to do this because so and so. Because, see, it's not the man that has the power, it's the demon behind the man. That's the trickster. Will say, oh, well, this is where it's at, man. That's just like the first person that created what's that damn drug? It's a drug that causes the skin on your body to start rotting. And why you think people get hooked on stuff like that, or people go through all this shit because somebody say, hey man, this is the shit right here. Well, half of your leg is falling off. So what, man? It's worth it. It's a demon working behind that. Because why would you do that? That's just like people that do methamphetamines. You're gonna end up looking fucked up. You know that you're gonna have all kind of crazy shit, meth mouth, all that crazy stuff. But people still do it because it's a demon that causes the influence, the seduction. Okay? Seduction. And that shit can be very powerful. And then next thing you know, that's just like mothers. For me, I would, oh my God, I am so overprotective of my children. And it's different from a love bondage, but it is a certain bondage that you put your kids in, even to keep them from doing stupid shit. So it ain't a love sex bondage like with a lover, but it is a bondage of, you're not gonna do that because I love you. Now you got parents out there that don't give a fuck. They want to see their kids fucked up just as messed up as they are. And then that's when you have to be an individual. You have to have freedom and originality. That's what originality really is. Okay. So it ain't a damn thing wrong with putting somebody in your love bondage, especially if it's going to keep them safe from shit that you can't change, especially the physical reality. And people that have that physical reality about their body and diseases that have formed within their body, they want to share it with other people. They want somebody else to be in their misery. These are facts. So, and they try to tell you if you do a love spell or a love bondage, you just ain't got no and it's necessary. It is necessary because of the applied pressure and action that is being taken to harm those that you love. If you loved by anybody, people are gonna hate you. Anytime you have love, even from God, these very ungodly people, they hate your ass. They hate you because God loves you. People will hate you just because they can see that God obviously loves you. And they feel like don't nobody love them. They like, don't nobody love me. So why should somebody else have that love? So then that's when the demon comes in, and then they get to trying to do stuff to you and see if you protect it. And you got to have your spiritual protection because everybody is doing work these days. That's why I was saying a lot of people think, oh, well, all I need is the protection of Jesus. But even Jesus told you to expand upon yourself. It ain't about what they say, it's about what they do. So that's why I said, that's why you see so many Christians dying of diseases. Christians are supposed to die of natural causes. I didn't know they were supposed to die diseased, bad hearts, bad lungs. And you know, a lot of people will say, well, it ain't their fault. Ignorance is always your fault. Especially when the world woke the fuck up. The world woke up. Okay, hello, yeah, the candle started flaring. The world woke up, and you got other people that want to stay asleep. So, you know, and you'll see people going through that, and they'll go out there and they'll be like, well, I don't want to stay over there where it's safe with you and warm. I'm being pulled out here into the cold, into the darkness, and I'm gonna come back with all kind of pustules, can't breathe, lesions all over. And guys, these days the sexually transmitted diseases are causing cancer. You can get throat cancer just from going down on somebody with the disease, with a disease. And then we got a lot of people that don't believe in natural healing. You know, we got a lot of people like that. We got a lot of people that don't believe in the human body's ability to heal too. So that adds to it. Belief is everything. So it's nothing wrong with that. It isn't. You know, what if your man went out and he went out with some people, and he was out with his buddies, and one of his buddies had a demon on him, and the demon persuaded him, and he went out again that next week, you know, with $1,000 in his pocket and get robbed. Hell, what about men that set each other up? Typically, when you get robbed, you out with your buddies, your so-called friends. You out with your buddies, and you get robbed. Who you think set you up on that robbery? Oh, you thought that was your friend, though. That's why don't nobody ever lose no money around me. You ain't gonna never lose none of your money around Jamila, because Jamila ain't trying to set you up. Are you crazy? So it's a lot of people out there that are fucked in the head, and they will fuck you. Okay, it's very rare that you find a good friend. It is. You can find them, but it's got to be a particularly special person that ain't scared, because a lot of people attack you out of fear, low self-esteem, ignorance. They want you to suffer, and that's messed up. That's messed up to have a really bad affliction, and you so mad about that affliction that you want somebody else to suffer that with you. I believe that they did like a little short skit on Family Guy about Lou Gehrig's disease. You know, they were saying on Family Guy that Lou Gehrig spreaded that disease to the world. Now I don't know, because I ain't did no research on it, but I'm just bringing that up as an example. That's what's going on with Dr. Fossey. I can't say too much because I don't want to get flagged, but Dr. Fossey is a demon. Okay? He a demon. I don't give a damn. He ain't got no power over me. He can't get me the Toyota Corolla. Shit. And if you believe that your immune system ain't strong, then you're gonna get them shits. Because see, and see, that's what I'm saying. They don't want you to have this knowledge, because they just don't want you to fucking have it. When you know too much and they get mad, but see, you see, they can't touch me. I'm still alive and fucking well. And I ain't trying to be because they told everybody that I was crazy and not to listen to me anyway. So only a fraction of y'all are gonna hear this, and that's all they gonna damn allow. They ain't gonna allow all of y'all to hear this. If you hearing these words, you're very blessed. Okay. But back to what I was talking about. Women put other women in bondage, men put other men in bondage. Next thing you know, you live in a life of loneliness, rejection, sadness, and you just fucked up. And you got to recognize those demons. You got to rebuke those demons. But how do you rebuke a demon? Most people have no idea how to rebuke a demon. They just think simply by saying, I rebuke you, demon, that does it. It doesn't. Not all the time, because your throat chakra is binded. Okay. Your throat chakra is binded. That's what the purpose of the cleanses. I'm a high priestess and I have to cleanse myself once a week. They mess with me too. They really can't stand my ass. They can't stand me. They like, look at this bitch. And then a lot of them, they say, well, we gonna go to y'all. I be seeing people talking about, well, this realm is messed up. But see, you create your own realm on earth. You're either going to create your own heaven, your own utopia, your own bliss, or your own hell on earth. One or the other. And if you fall for it and you let that demon tell you, well, this is hell and I'm making you suffer, then that. But if you stand up to that demon and you say, well, you ain't got no damn power over me. It's just the truth. And people that done gave up, they sad, they depressed, they done gave up on life, they want to pull you into that. And I know that a lot of y'all women, y'all don't really trust. And that's why y'all here. But you got to be able to trust in your power as a woman. Okay, a lot of these women is weak out here. They like, yeah, let's go and do something stupid. How do you think that people are able to convince people to jump off of a damn bridge? It's spirits out there that will make people walk around and run around in damn traffic. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know the proper way to do it, because a lot of people ask, they say, damn, Jamila, you done been through a lot. I see folk throwing shit at you. How did you do it? How? Shit. It's definitely levels to this shit, for real. It is. And a lot of people just gonna have to accept that. You just gonna have to accept it. If you don't accept it, then you're gonna accept the ladder. And the ladder is going to definitely lead you to destruction. So when it comes to love work, I'd rather a disease-free man take me into his arms and you know what I'm saying? And the same thing should go for men. So there's nothing wrong with that. Your buddies and your friends are going to lead you to AIDS, herpes, other STDs, and death, especially if they got it. Now, if you got somebody that's on the straight and arrow, I love men that don't, do that stuff. They just kind of like, I ain't no idiot, but see, a lot of these men, that's why they be trying to convince them and they be laughing and stuff and caca and hee hee, and that's fake. This person's miserable and they want you to be miserable along with them. So if you got a woman that's going to put you in bondage and she's not going to make you miserable every day, then you got lucky in this life. If you got put in bondage by somebody that's making you miserable and she's actually doing it, then that's messed up for her herself to bring about this misery and disease and bullshit to you and tell you all kind of bullshit and lies. You know, perception is reality, but everybody's reality ain't the same. You got people running around here talking about this world. Every woman is considered to be earth. So when you have a woman sitting up here saying this is hell, I this world is messed up, they talking about themselves because they did not have the power or the ability to pull in a better reality for themselves or their children. And that's the truth. I was sitting there talking to God, and God said, well, don't worry about that because nothing that you don't want to happen to you will happen to you as long as you trust in me. And I trust it. I've been that way my whole life. Hey, Majesty Cammy. Hello. A person that's telling you that it's all bad, that's why they're going to have all bad. But see, that's why most people that are at the bottom of the economic ladder, they feel that way. And that is why they are in that position. And you think they want to see you doing any better than them? Hell no. Now, if you a man and you in the bondage with a woman that don't really love you and she force feeding you pork and bourbon every day so you can die quick of a heart attack, then that's messed up. You gotta get yourself out of that situation. But you get you a good person where you live a long time, you happy, you know what I'm saying? You free from bondage. Okay. And whatever this weirdness is, it refuses to pass. It's like for the past several years, at least the past decade, from what Spirit is telling me, is that it's been a supernatural taking of a sort that it's like a fog. That's why you can't let that fog set in. That's why if you feel that mental fog, you see a lot of people, they're under control of their subconscious completely controls them. That's what controls your behavior. It really does. Everything that you do is coming from the subconscious. And then people will say, well, I don't like the moon. Well, it's not that. It's just that you haven't mastered the universe yet. You haven't done that. And that can be hard because especially if uh if that particular bondage is constantly being reinforced to you. Okay, or you refuse to let go of those limited beliefs. Because there is a such thing as interdimensional beings. Some of them got one eye. Y'all see the one eye phenomenon a lot of the time. Some of them got one eye. Some of them got one titty in the middle. Okay. You're supposed to have two eyes and two titties. Okay. You ain't supposed to have one eye and one titty in the middle. Y'all can tell I am in a very good mood today. You know what I'm saying? Like, because God loves me. Hello. Ashe, God loves me. And you just have to really, to be honest with you, faith is everything. But you got to be careful what you have faith in. Okay. I'd rather some of y'all educate yourself, than to get guidance from some people, because even y'all remember that movie, The Exorcist. Y'all remember the priest? You remember how the priest got possessed? Okay, now a lot of people could see that as him, and then they did the same thing in that newest the newest what's the name of that movie, The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. They did the same thing with the brother. The brother took the demon from his little brother, from his girlfriend's little brother, I think. I don't even think it was his brother. He took the demon and ended up going through hell. And in real life, God delivered him from that demon. And a lot of people didn't like that movie because they like, well, we can't just blame every damn thing that people do on demons. But really, to be honest with you, that's what the hell it is demons and spirits. Okay. And for some reason, since that movie came out, folks got more ignorant because it's very difficult to face your demons. That can be very difficult. That scares a lot of people. It's very scary to them. They don't, they just don't know how to handle it. That's why it's important to, first of all, um, first of all, I believe that a lot of these demons are gone. You got people trying to resurrect these particular demons, but they gone. They can't get back in. But your subconscious holds on to the demonic energy and the demonic behavior. So, even after you're cleared of a curse or a hex or I cleanse you, now you got to train yourself to not be caught up in that. Well, Ziana, that's your choice. Okay. That is you have the right to make your choices. Okay, that's the reason why I gave you a wrench and I allowed you to be in the chat, because everybody got their choices. I don't necessarily advocate that directly over here, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's not get into the stereotyping though. Okay. We don't want to be stereotypical, because I hate that. I can't stand when people try to stereotype me at all. It's one of the worst things ever. I don't let it bother me. No. You know what I'm saying? So, just in time. Hey, you didn't bring the tree in here. You bought the box of decorations, but you didn't bring the tree in here, son. So, think about it. Think about it. Can you bring the tree in the living room? Because you just bought the box of decorations. Oh, Lord. So, I'm putting up my tree, y'all. And you got people out there, I hate her. I don't like that. I hate her. They demonically possessed. Everybody hating on you is demonically possessed. If they just hating on you, just randomly just hating on you, it's because they're demonically possessed. It's up to you to keep their demons off of you. Hey, I don't hang around people that hate too much. I don't like that. I don't hang around people that do too much hating, because they'll start to rub off on you Next thing you got problems too. That's why I'm very particular about who I call a friend. Okay. And I really thank you, sweetie. Love you. I'm very particular about certain stuff. This got the white wire though. I guess it's all good. Maybe it'll look like I didn't want the white wire. I'd rather have the green wire, but maybe it'll look good. This is better for a white Christmas tree, a white artificial Christmas tree, white with the white wire. Oh well, it works. And look, cat, you better not be in this tree because I can already see you eyeballing it. Y'all know how cats like to climb up your Christmas tree and stuff? What in the, is this the whole tree or did some of it fall out of the box? No, this is out. And then that happens. Ty, we're gonna have to look for the base. Oh, the base is in here. I found it. Son, can you put the tree together for me and then I'll decorate it? You put the legs down there. That truck in there. I have a lot of respectable clients. They will see that their husbands is looking in the other direction, ready to do some self-destructive stuff to the point where, and they be right there getting ready to put they wiener wainer. I call it a wiener wanker. They've been to put that stuff in some toxic waste sewage and come home be smelling like garbage. You can't let them demons have somebody else. Okay? Let them demons have somebody else. Don't let them have your loved one. Okay? So, like I said, I saw the hate on there, but it's literally because there's people that want to see you suffer. I think it says somewhere in the Bible that you have a friend in Jesus. That's the reason why. It's because your friends ain't really your fucking friends. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all the truth about this. Unless it's somebody like me, I am totally immune. I have an immunity to all that. I have an immunity to demons. So I'm not going to sit up there and be all crazy and snarling behind your back. I don't do shit like that. But they say people like me are stupid, foolish. I'm folly. Okay. Well, I don't feel the need to, take advantage of people. I don't do stuff like that. So, that's the whole point of that. And so people got angry. When you look at that review, it goes into detail about how, he was hanging out with his buddies and one of his cousins was real jealous of him, jealous of the things that he had obtained, and was encouraging him, getting black magic done on him. Y'all be surprised at the men that go and get work done on other men out of jealousy. And the same thing for women. Okay. I ain't gonna really say what I want to say about, women. We're not gonna do that because that would be triggering to people. But it's a shame. It's a shame. And see, women are supposed to be the stewards. We're supposed to be the chariots. We're supposed to be the guiders. We are, but as soon as they put it in the hands of very jealous men, you notice how they send men to war and they die. So this has consistently created imbalances in the world. And, the natural balance is probably going to take, probably about another 200, 300 years to restore the balance. You know, we've been done left and came back several times. By the time that shit happened, in the next 4 or 5 lifetimes, we're going to come back. This world going to be goddamn perfect. Water going to be clear. The ocean's gonna be clear. You can see right through there to the ocean floor. Okay. But right now, we're going through this right now for a reason. And we just got to get through it. And knowing how to do the work will actually save you a lot of pain and suffering, and it'll save other people from that pain and suffering. Okay. And why they so damn against witches? I think the reason why they against witches, I think the people that are against witches, they have this subconscious thought process of not making things better. Because they said that we was all being sacrificed at the church to Moloch, some shit like that. It's crazy. Most of the people that get a little bit of power, it corrupts them. And it just they go into it. It's just like something happening, and they just go into the fucking fire. They just, have y'all saw that movie Bird Box before? Same difference. Remember that lady at the beginning, like at the very beginning? Remember how them people, they were just walking into the fire, walking in front of buses and shit? Same difference. Same thing with the happening. And but if you spiritually protect yourself and wake up and realize what the hell is going on, I'm gonna give y'all some advice before I go. And this is gonna only be for those that are able to receive it right now, but we need to purify all of the seeds of the earth. And like when it comes to marijuana, I think that there is some kind of energy that has been put over it so that those demons can control you more. So, I'm being careful with that, very, very careful. That energy is non-existent from my life at this point. I just noticed that it's because and it may be okay for other people, but for me, especially being the spiritual battles that I have to face, I can have me a little bit of red wine or pink wine, but I'm pretty much staying the hell away from that, until this shit blows over. And I'm not going to predict when it blows over, because every time I do a prediction of when it's going to blow over, um, they reset it, they extend it. So we can't do that. We can't do that, because what's going to happen is that, it will be an energy shift, and then these particular energies are going to dissipate. And then a lot of you ain't even going to remember a lot of this shit. A lot of y'all going to have amnesia. Unfortunately, I'll remember it, but I'll have to forget and forgive. Okay. Any questions? Anybody got any questions about that? All right. Yeah. And so, in closing, get out of that bondage, of that misery. Get out of that bondage. Do things that make you happy and that make other people happy. Be a blessing to people and not a curse. Unless it's a person that keeps trying to put their demons off on you. That's really what a lot of witches mean when we say I'm gonna curse you. That means I'm putting your shit back on you. Quit sending it to me. That's what that means. Okay. When I first started to remove the bondages and the curses, I ain't sent that shit to nobody. I didn't send that to nobody. Now, if the person responsible for the curse, especially generational curse, if the person responsible for the curse had a will to keep that shit on me, then it's gonna go back to them. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I send shit straight to hell. Okay. All right, y'all. It's been High Priestess Jamila. I'll see y'all later. Peace.